Hello, Pisces. Welcome. This is the Feminine Inquisition. My name is Tiffany, and we're doing your reading for the second full moon in the month of May, the blue moon, the full moon in Sagittarius. I hope that you're well. So this moon can be like all full moons, a chance for you to release, be complete with whatever processes you've been going through. But it is also a very auspicious time for manifestation for whatever it is you've been trying to bring into the material world. Now, it could refer back to the first week of December, which is when we had the new moon in Sagittarius. And some signs have been showing me just completion energy. Some signs have been showing me just manifestation energy. And a few lucky signs have been showing me a bit of both. Aquarius, I just finished that reading, was brutal. The only purge I've seen. And so you might have some Aquarius in your chart, as there is always overlap when signs are touching. Feel free to check those out. If you are in a relationship that you are suffering confusion with, maybe. Anyway, take what works, leave what doesn't, as it is definitely for someone else, and check out your other signs if need be, okay? All right, let's get into it. For Pisces, what about this full moon in Sagittarius do we need to take a closer look at? One more shuffle. I'm starting with the good tarot for you. Ooh, a card on its side. That's the Four of Earth. Have some Capricorn in your chart? Have some rigidity in your chart? Are you stuck on something, someone? Does it have a hold on you? I don't know. Let's see. Four of Air. Death. Transformation in this deck. Did I say I'm using the good tarot? Four of Fire. Transformation. Two of Air. Everything in this deck, I'll just come down here because you can't see, is the elements. So Four of Air, if I say that one more time, Transformation, Two of Air, and Judgment, which is the call in this deck. Okay. So with respect to the home, with respect to relationships, with respect to something or someone that makes you feel very comfortable, very capable, very at ease. But it has gone through a shift. It has gone through a transformational energy. It, again, is something that you could have decided upon yourself, because I can see that the way that the thread of these cards carry on, it has to do with fire, right? Of course, we know that death is ruled by Scorpio, which is water, but everything matters. And this is the deck that we're using for today's reading. And this moon is in Sagittarius, which is fire. So something about this moon offers you a transformational experience by way of fire. So it's very intuitive. And it might have to do with where your passion lies. So Four of Fire, the passion that you feel for home or a person that is home is transforming, and you can't really see it. Two of Air, that's the moon in Libra. You can't really see something. I think you really want to get a sense of something, but you can't. Judgment call. I think you're trying to gain all angles before you make this decision, but it's quite challenging. The Sun at the bottom of the deck, I think that there is something that's kind of blinding you, very obvious out in the open, but that there's some willful ignorance beyond a conscious level or an unconscious level that you can't see it, even though it's right there. The Sun, Two of Earth, right? Maybe because you go back and forth. Six of Water, Six of Cups, Justice, because you've been balancing out with this for a really long time. Eight of Earth and the Emperor. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying, I've been doing this a long time. It's always worked when I do it like this. I have a good thing. I don't want to be disharmonious. How can I just continue to call in joy in this situation? Because judgment is an energy that's much larger than you. You can want harmony, but you can't manifest in another person's energy. So I'm going to do this. and this. So maybe, just maybe, the transformation is happening within the relationship because the transformation is happening inside of you. Maybe, just maybe, you're learning how to deal with transformational energy and what to do when something doesn't sit well. And at this point in time, it seems like it might be the first time that you're considering there could be another way. Perhaps for a really long time and always you have turned your cheek, turned what is called a blind eye. Show me this Judgment. Let's see how big this energy is. Messenger of air, someone said something. 7 of earth, about what has been invested up until this point. Emperor, you've shown me that card sorry, you've shown me that card already, which is to say what you have invested as Emperor. Someone is giving you information about that. The Fool. You see how it's the trumpet, and we know that the call is usually the judgment. The judgment is the angel with the trumpet. Say that a few times fast. Anyway, so this message, the Knight of Swords, is calling into question if you are a fool for having invested already so much in this, and a fool thereafter if you continue to invest. Also, do you see this as a way out? Is there a chance to see this as a way out? I don't know. I'm not getting a sense that you are dissatisfied. I just think that, you know, a choice needs to be made, and now I'm seeing it as a matter of what you've put time, energy, and resources into. At the bottom of the deck, the 3 of fire. Perhaps you've been waiting for transformation to take place. There's something that you want in this 4 of wands. And in the meantime, you've just been keeping your eyes closed, keeping your mouth shut, but judgment is now here and it's begging you to ask, are you the fool? Who's the fool here? I'm going to put this all back in. With this at the bottom. Okay. Let's go into we will use the After Tarot. I want to know what came through. I want to know the message. Can I see the Knight of Swords, please? There's the communication. Someone shot the bullseye. Someone poured the cup out. King of Cups. There's the 7 of Swords, begging you to question if this is a trap, if this is worth it. I thought I was already done with experiences like this. 3 of Cups. I was looking to better days. This is not the kind of harmony. Again, I get a sense that harmony is really important to you in this connection. In this home, could be a family, right? It could not be dealing with a relationship, an intimate relationship, and this could be a family dynamic. I don't know. What I do know is that you're done with these kind of experiences. At least you thought you were, and it's disheartening for you. It's bothersome. You're not completely innocent. As I said, there's things that while you've been waiting, if you've been waiting, or while evidence have been showing up for you, you haven't been able to recognize them, record them, keep memory of them. But there's a lack of appreciation for the harmony that you've shown me that you desire in whatever this is. This communication has to do with perhaps being dismissive, perhaps trickery, manipulation, someone who's after the coin but pretends as if they just want to have a good time. Inevitably, there is a way to heal from this, but it seems as though what gets presented to you is that there's toxicity here in the connection. Excuse me. I have allergies, so you know. So yeah, it looks like you have the Four of Pentacles to the Devil, to the Three of Swords. Now in the After Tarot, okay, the Three of Swords are they're healing. The swords have been pulled out. The Four of Pentacles, as you can see, the death is there, and so whatever it is that they tried to hold on to, still they need to give up. And you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Those are two Capricorn cards back to back. That's also Capricorn. There could be a rigidity that you're up against, and you just want to be light. You want to be fun. You want harmony again. But in the end, I think that there's a rigid way in which it comes down to resources. And maybe you've been turning a blind eye on that. Maybe you've been considering that maybe the two of you were just different, or no, this family member wouldn't sabotage, or wouldn't be conniving, wouldn't go after, wouldn't be a gold digger, but I'm not sure. Let's get into it. Can you show me the nature of this Four of Fire, please? What's this Four of Wands? For Pisces, what is this Four of Wands? I think someone's going to come outside of themselves this moon, and it's going to say something that they didn't intend to say, and it's going to show you their true colors, whether it's a family connection, a work colleague, a friend, or an intimate lover. Four of Swords, Ace of Cups is here, splitting in my hand. I'll just put it like this. There you are again, Two of Swords, the moon in Libra. So I have Four of Swords, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, the World. This is not the first time that you go through this with this person, and you are sick of it. You have the clarity. You've left already. Mentally, you're checked out. That's why you show me the Two of Swords. It's not so much that you can't make the decision, you just don't want to. You're checked out. And yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying that your heart was on the line. It's annoying maybe that you're going to have to be the one to do this. Show me the transformation. Show me the transformation once more for Pisces, please, for this full moon in Sagittarius, May 2026. Seven of Cups, Justice, Queen of Swords. Yep. Even though there were options, and you've been fair to look at all of them, even though you knew everything, you've been fair to exhaust these options. You know what's right, and you know that you have been fair to this situation. Chariot. By Cancer season, if you stay until Cancer season, the transformation will be complete. Now, I don't know what it is that you have transformed inside and outside, but you've put up with a lot. Here's this guy stealing, you see? I think you have you've been overly generous to the situation. And I keep getting this feeling that it has to do with resources, whatever that may look like. And this could be illegal. These two cards back to back. There's a lot of Libra on the table. Whether you have Libra in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Libra, or something related to the law. But definitely karmically, there is divine order here. And you will get out of this situation. Whatever it is that has been taken from you, you will cut your losses. Chariot, World, yep. You're leaving the situation, your heart intact. The conflict is over. Ooh, Seven of Wands to the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there will be no conflict, no matter what it is that comes at you. Here's this messenger of air, Knight of Swords again. And that's because you elevate and you get out, right? I want to just bring your attention to the fact that normally the chariot has wings and it flies. And here you have this dove gone, taking the peace and just leaving. Okay. Magician. So the magician maintains all of the elements, right? And because of that, he has access to all four aces. And in the after tarot, we can see all four aces there. So whatever it is that you were trying to break away from, whatever it is that you walk towards, whatever it is that you finally decide, you choosing you, basically, whatever that looks like, it is the transformation needed. And it will take place before Cancer season. Okay. Right. All right, Pisces. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's see if there is anything else to see. Anything else for Pisces for this full moon? Last one. Anything else for Pisces? King of Swords. Eight of Wands. The Magician. The Fool. The Hierophant. Yep. Again, this karmic, this divine order, this the structure of things. See, people cannot, they can underestimate you as a person, of course. They can be tricky, they can manipulate, they can speak out of two sides of their mouth, they can lie. There's tons of things that people can do to get over on other people, but they cannot get over on whatever entity, Lord, Spirit, highest sense of cosmic order that you think there is. And that's what I'm looking at here. The Queen of Swords made sense of the entire thing. Here's the King of Swords, the decision to cut it out. Cut it out. Based on everything that you understood from that exchange. We saw in the before tarot the Eight of Wands with the archer, right? The bow and arrow. You use that piece of information to transform into what? The persona of the magician to facilitate whatever next level progress, manifestation that you are making with this moon, to harness the power, the potential of the four aces, and to take a chance, even if that means to be single and free. That's what the Fool is. The reset, tabula rasa. And this is initiation as much as it is course correction. Now, with the Hierophant here, you are representing the highest sense of yourself. You are choosing yourself. I might have spoken previous to seeing these cards, but this is precisely what it was that I was feeling before pulling from this deck. So let's get us some advice from the Osho Zen. And I think that you have the keys needed for this next stage. And what did we see here? What was the moon for you? For the Pisces collective that I read for, it looks like the moon was a bit of a reveal. And then you get to release something. And that release is not actually the person or the relationship, but rather the fact that you were not willing to make a decision, that you would spend a considerable amount of time avoiding making a decision. And so the completion energy that came through was that finally you made the call, judgment. And you allowed for the transformation to bring you into a place of manifestation. So I don't think that that was intended. I think it was like by chance, because you've transformed and came into a better alignment with you, you were able to manifest this next chapter. Okay? Advice. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, sorry, 10 of Pentacles is, in these cards have written in French and they've given titles. This is We Are the World, this is Mischief, and this is the sharing, the offering, the experience of existence, and the Queen of Swords with the 10 of Swords with the Knight of Cups. So I don't think that you have lost who you were in any capacity, but I do think that your blade has been sharpened, because your sense of right and wrong, the morals of the Hierophant, how giving you were previously, how trusting you were previously, and what was taken from you, you've chalked it up to, yes, this is the experience of existence and we are the world. And so you have no issues with, you know, whatever it is that they may have taken from you. And that includes your time. And you think from a very high perspective that what would this life be without a little mischief? You understand that it is the divine in you that moved through and was able to share with this person from whatever it is that they took, and that you were just a vessel and you were just used in that experience, and that the judgment call came through. And as I said, it's bigger than you, and you used it to transform, and that's the whole purpose here. I'm surprised I didn't see Temperance. That's the whole purpose. Yeah. There you are, getting in the Chariot to make a move. Yeah, you will find yours. You will find your happiness. You will take care of what you need. That's Jupiter and Pisces coming. That's in due time. So I am going to leave it there. I think that there's going to be, again, someone from your family, someone from your work, or someone that you are connected to in an intimate level is going to come out of their face. And I think that they're going to use words and or actions that are going to show you, or maybe you will find out from someone else who's caught them, that they have been taking from you, abusing you in some way. And that's going to be something that you have, yes, held value to, yes, took the time, energy, and patience it requires to build up. But at the same time, you're also going to be truthful with you, that you let it go. You relaxed. You turned a blind eye. You trusted too much. And here and now, going forward, you're going to let this piece of you transform a little bit. You're not holding any regret. There's no resentment in your heart, but you will stand and choose you and manifest whatever this next chapter looks like. Like I said, with the Chariot in the world, you're moving to places where these kinds of conflicts don't interrupt you anymore. All right. So if this resonated, awesome. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you're working with, what you're moving into. And if it doesn't, check your other placements. And until I see you next time, ciao.